My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 15, 2023. It is 1:35 a.m. This is my back end. 3,471 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. My estimate, I don't understand, keeps going down to the 300. Okay, my analytic. Okay, there's that. The last 48 hours, 3,294 views. And subscribers remain the same. There's the amount, $305.19. So this is, what happened here? This is my list. I have about 17 tweets to share with you. Some of them regarding Meghan, obviously. I believe there's some pictures that she was out sometime over the weekend. So there's some pictures that's coming out now. There's some tweets making reference to Spare, the book, and other random videos that describe create some sort of conversation. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so let's start with this. I shared this on my community board. Alright, so there's this here. DHS once again rejects Heritage attempt to get Prince Harry's visa record. Why do they want to know about his visa? What is going on with them? So if they know Harry's visas kind of thing, so they could make some sort of a congressman to try to make noise out of it to kick him out of the country. This is private matter. Oh my goodness. Okay, how is this not embarrassment? I mean, these people, I don't think they have any source of embarrassment. They're just focusing on their objective. They don't care. Alright, let me read, since it's the beginning, let me read the comment. Okay, of course it is. It is. Alright, how is not embarrassment? Okay, so let's see here. More comment underneath it. Heritage figured that since he's not a working royal, he has no right to privacy. The HS says because he isn't a working royal, he has even more privacy. Checkmate. That is true. Okay, so add. In his documentary, Robin Williams admitted to using drugs while in the US, so no doubt Heritage will be opening a case against him too. But isn't Robin... Oh, Robbie. Phew, I thought I said Robin. I probably did say Robin. I'm thinking of the comedian who committed suicide. Okay, so that's one thing here. I'll go into that in a few. How many more time will they try with this? This is harassment. The cult Lloyd will use anyone they can think of to make Harry unsafe. Okay, I know he'll take the high ground, but they are surely crossing the harassment line now, or even further past it. Why does Heritage think they're entitled to those records? Who knows? I'm telling you, this is just an extension of the royal rats type of mentality in the UK and the US. It's pathetic that they want private information. Talk about stalking. They are relentless. Never ever go back, Harry. Okay, they need to build a bridge. The UK looks desperate. What bridge? They don't want to create any bridge. They want to shatter the bridge. They want his physical body over there so they could do whatever it is that they could do. Because the UK is only the royal family jurisdiction. Okay, so they whatever it is that they want to do, they can do it in the US. They want where, God forbid, something happened to Harry. Now there's a police investigation. Next thing you know, they didn't find anything wrong. Okay, I've said this a very long time ago. Probably in the video, it has been done before. They want his physical body over there. And then, so Meghan could not have access to it. If anywhere around the world, the first person they're going to contact is his wife. Okay, and the UK could say anything that they want. Anything. And you know definitely Meghan is not safe over there. So let me go in this comment and then I'll move to the next tweet. Alright, so there's this here. In his documentary, Robbie Williams admitted to using drugs while in the US. So no doubt Heritage will be opening a case against him soon. Okay, exactly. And not forgetting Paul McCartney, the whole Osbourne family, the Rolling Stone. The list is endless of Brits who have admitted to past drugs use. But it's only one Brit they have vendetta against. Well, remember, the court case is moving forward, so you know they want to do whatever it is that to stop it. Heritage isn't law enforcement, so what sort of case will they open? No, they're not. All right, so let's go to the next tweet regarding Royal Rats, British media. Next tweet. Let's pause. Okay, if anything happened to Meghan Markle and or her kids, we know where to look. This time around, we won't take it lightly because we aren't in Diana's era anymore. I mean, we knew this already, but it's still so chilling to hear. That family is dangerous. Royal family is the mafia. You're telling me. Okay, so just listen to it because what was it in yesterday's video? I didn't feel like going back and editing. After I upload the video, there was a part that I was searching for, and I came across that video, but it left out the information that I was looking for. And then YouTube, when I uploaded on YouTube sort of giving copyright kind of thing. So what I did, instead of re-editing it, I didn't have time, and it wasn't even the clip that I was looking for. I just cut it out. So I'm just gonna put screenshot. Okay, just listen to the audio. Okay, OMG, this is the retweet here. There's no comment. This is extra. I have these later on the list. Let's listen to this. Pause. Okay, OMG. Thank you, Prince Harry, for taking Meghan far, far away from the UK. I hope one day you publish the other 400 pages you remove from Spare, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Harry and Meghan. Okay, with a family like that, who needs enemies? All right, 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's listen. Oh, so there's more. All right, let's listen.
By the time that Diana died, and in fact, I'm afraid a few years before the royal family had really given up on Diana, they found her a complete and utter menace, was a threat to the throne. But you have to remember that unless you are born into that family, you are of royal blood, you are always totally expendable in their eyes.
I mean, Princess Diana said that. They thought that she was a threat.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against you?
Yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
There was a campaign against her. Yeah, so let's continue.
They are utterly ruthless, the Windsors. They will get rid of people, and that includes people who marry into them like that. They are not that important. I was told that when it was announced that she was dead that day in August, there was a great sigh of relief around the entire royal family. No, they didn't want her to die in a road accident. That was too horrendous. But she had her court, which was becoming more and more powerful. Really, she was taking on the royal family.
Wow, this is freaking scary to listen to. Very scary to listen to. Now that our generation knows, probably future generation knows about that, what are they gonna do with those kids? Who's gonna wanna put themselves into that messed up family? Okay, so there's that here. The Magical Diana Years Royal Family Documentary. There's that here. So that's where they got this. The whole YouTube channel presents very interesting documentary worth a watch. Okay, I think I have some clips here and there about it. Okay, I really hope they have top-notch security, because at this point, who knows what they will do, family members or not. I won't trust them. Like I said, look at the video. It has been done before. Okay, that was way before all the other I mean, probably this video was already out, but I wasn't aware of it. What is it? All the docu-series, Harry and Meghan, Spare, none of them came out. That was when I was starting to look into the royal family, and I was like, oh my God, it has been done before. And I was thinking of things, you know, I think it was around that time where I knew it was William who was behind the nonsense.
been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Okay, so I was like, Harry better not go back. Alright, so go watch that video. It's on PYTE. There's a reason Harry keeps his kids and Carly and hiding away from the press. Okay, that's an evil family. I'm sure Diana's accident wasn't an accident. Of course not. Now, with all the proof that we've seen, all the things they try to pull off, it was not an accident. Yikes. Harry has said something similar. It's something about the way this dude said it that is haunting. What a lucky escape. Thank you, Jesus. Diana was murdered. It was no accident. Okay, the late James Whittaker being brutally honest here. This is terrifying, and I'm still concerned for their safety. This is why we have to keep on praying. We have to keep on praying. Very true. When the royal family, Charles, realized that Diana was not an easy pushover, they treated her badly. Queen Elizabeth II knows Charles is a hopeless son and very wrong for the ongoing affair but she didn't want to help Diana because she and the whole royal family feeling overshadowed. In some shape, I agree with this, and some part, then again, she is the queen. She should have known. I mean, Diana have went to her, to the queen for help. Yes, okay.
But if Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen, she was sorely disappointed. According to the princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help.
The princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. Charles was hopeless. And that was it. That was help.
Because there's different things that I'm thinking that, you know, cancel each other out. Where the part where I said when it comes to the queen's kids, she's, you know, she's dealing with that. But at the same time, when you see something like that, because that was the heir wife, if she had stepped in and said something due to the result of the monarchy. Remember how she said she will spend her whole life to do whatever for the monarchy. She dedicated her life, okay, for the country and the monarchy. If she had taken it in that aspect and protect Princess Diana in a way, because Princess Diana was the wife of the heir, maybe that could have been, you know, she said something to protect her, then things would have been done. And Princess Diana have went to her and she said, what am I supposed to do? Okay, because she wanted her husband back. So in a sense, the queen already knew her son did not want Princess Diana, so she didn't bother this kind of thing. Maybe if Charles did want, I don't know. Okay, so many other things popping up, they cancel each other out. The queen knew Charles did not want Diana, so she didn't bother to protect Diana. Okay, so that's the other thing as well. Well, she still stick to the principle. Yes, now that I'm thinking about it, after all the mumbling that I just said here, is that the heir, which is her son, who is the future holder of the monarchy, she knew what her son wanted. Diana was not in the picture. So technically, yeah, she was preserving the monarchy in a sense. In a sense, yes. If Charles had different feeling for Princess Diana, maybe she would have stepped in. But nah. She knew her son did not want Diana, and Diana did the right thing, going straight to her.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. Charles was hopeless. And that was it. That was help.
And said, I want my husband, which is her son. I mean, my goodness, any mother would love to hear something like that, to know that she did love her, she did love him, but he rejected her. But you know, she had to move on, but they refused for her to move on because she took the spotlight along with her. Okay, They really believe that this family's evil will be ignored by the world. It was Diana, Harry, Meghan, Sarah, Fergie, and the world is watching this. May God protect Harry and Meghan from harm. Quote, "Oh, what a tangled web we weaved. A must-watch video. Dear God, this is horrendous. Okay, where can I watch this completely? This family is evil." Like I said, evil originate over there. Evil originate over there. Everything that you see is happening worldwide. They started in the UK and UK spread it out. Okay, they killed Diana just as surely as if they were driving the cars, cycles that ran her off the road. Kathy going to snap one day soon, and it's gonna make Harry's book look like a bedtime story for toddlers. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so that's regarding the royal rat. Still, okay, Royalists, Prince Harry wanted to be snubbed, and it's his fault. The palace lied to the press. What? How does that work? You should see my head trying to understand this. Royalists, okay, so the Royalist is saying Prince Harry wanted to be snubbed and it's his fault. The palace lied to the press. So Harry have some freaking magical powers here, could control what the people said to the press. So if Harry had that sort of magical powers, maybe he could control and for them to tell the truth about him and his wife. Oh, Jesus Christ, these people are ridiculous. There's this comment here. Sure, see you in court. Toxic British media. Invisible contract. Lies all the time. That family. Okay, why the media on Salting Island is extra salty today, lol. They are mad that Harry exposed the lies, but not mad at Charles for lying to them and embarrassing them. These people are ridiculously funny. If only they could hear themselves talk or read the tripe they write. People who look like this cannot snub anybody. They should be grateful when someone accepts an invitation to be in the same room with them. Alright, so that's commercial. After what's here, that's it. Let's feed bottom up. Okay, let's see from this one. Okay, nobody cares because his wife and kids are living their best lives. Sure, he wanted to be snubbed, lol. I'm sure he wants to celebrate the father who brutalized him and the press, took his protection away, and then took the gift his grandmother gave him away. That's Fragmore. Because Charles and his fuzzy voters expect Harry and Meghan to be snubbed, suffer, and lie about when they simply deny lies and misinformation, then Harry and Meghan are overreacting, humiliating his father. Really? Their timing, not hearing about an invite to King Charles' 75th birthday celebration hours before the King's first speech opening Parliament as monarch. William's scheduled an Earth Flap event and a speech during Charles' first opening of Parliament. Okay, there has never been before a royal house represented by such petty, inferior, deficient, and worthless clowns. The British live in an eternal trauma bond, forever explaining to themselves what the F lies that the abuser, the royal family, feed them constantly. That's a typical abuse cycle. The palace feels no guilt for lying. They done it for 4 years, yet they expect Harry to feel guilty for exposing the lies because it makes his father look like a liar. Okay, obviously it's never the palace's fault with the toxic British media, and they always find a scapegoat. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. These people are ridiculous. Oops. Next tweet. Alright, there's this here. Yes, build up expectation for a skilled kiddie is known to lack. So she retweeted this. Princess Kate will make a landmark speech at an early years national symposium, celebrity.com. Okay, so my comment is here, down here. Okay, my point being that she is being hung out to dry by the press. So there's me here, setting up for failure so the roommate can look good. The pattern is there, yet she's going for it. But okay, yeah, building her confident up, and then next thing you know, she's being humiliated, but she's okay with that. My goodness. When they stopped airbrush on her photo, it was clear nothing good was coming her way. Yep, at William's behest, the press needs a new target, and Kate is being served up until one of her children is old enough to be served up. Probably not. Maybe they'll keep on using her. It's sad. Okay, so there's that. People's putting their GIF. She just need the right coach, y'all. Okay, I don't see this point considering the chances that Harry and Meghan will be front page news and overshadow her speech are high. If past speeches are a sign, it's going to be brutal. Someone should come to her rescue and train her in public speaking. If not, why require her to do something she can't? Her fluttering voice and busy hand meeting a dead end. Painful to watch. Okay, definitely setting up. That's it. I didn't even see this coming. Definitely setting her up with this. They just increase the pressure on her 100-fold, knowing her speech making is not good. Yeah, so they building this up. This is what I mean. When they want to make noise, they will make noise. So they're making noise about this. And then when the time comes, she's going to be humiliated. And then the other one is going to look good. I don't know how this helped the institution. So now I go to the retweet here. Not another beating a dead horse by Princess Mubo McNugget. Alright, Kate Middleton initially majored in psychology at St. Andrews, struggled and switched to art history. She still got some credits, but not enough for the equivalent of a US double or joint major. Still, it led her to get the antiquate Scottish undergrad MA and valid outside Scotland. I don't know anything about the thing here. Alright, after this, that's it. Dr. Fitzhugh Dabson published How to Parent in 1971. Its focus was on the 5 first years, hence the title Translation in French. Okay, so that's in French. Everything is decided before age 6. I read it 50 years ago in my mother's tongue. Very interesting. Alright, so that's that. Okay, 2 or 3 words on each page. The speech is on its final point. Rich on tech. Oh my god. Let's go to the next tweet. It said they're building her up for failure. But if she knew, just start training. Just start training. I don't know. If she's not embarrassed, pause. Okay, if she's not embarrassed, I can be embarrassed for her. So that's her undoing. Alright, next tweet. Squad, do you remember this? We love you, Megan. Is this the video you were referring to? Let's see here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. There's probably some screenshots. What is that? That's from the Royal Family channel. Ah, that's when she came in. Oh, everything was quiet. There was no clap. So in other words, they were on mute challenge, like the squad be. Oh my god, this is sad. They were on mute challenge. Wow. Wow. You could hear a pen drop. This is sad. So now this is Megan. What was this? Was that when, okay, the person she's wearing that purple dress when the lady was gonna curtsy to her and she was like, no. So this is the first time I'm seeing the outside picture of it. Look at her walking with confidence. One. Oh my god, that's a huge comparison. Wow, that's a huge embarrassment. I love this. No debate can be had on who is the best. Megan, of course. So down to earth and absolutely lovely. That was embarrassing and weird. I know. Okay, wow. So this, I have it down the list. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. That is said. Alright, so let's see this one. A video. Alright, so again, there will be screenshot when I play this because YouTube have done not black, but put a copyright on one of my video until I cut it out and remove it. Okay, quote. It is understood, well-placed sources, Royal correspondent, BBC is part of the Royal propaganda. Black the new BBC Royal bad guy and move on. Don't give him any engagement. So it seems like I've seen some people talking about it. BBC have a new, how do they call them? Presenter or something like that. So let's listen to this, but there will be screenshot, okay?
It's the same as Royal Correspondent. Royal Correspondent is a title, I suppose, that is given to a select group of journalists so that those newspapers can use them and their stories with Royal Correspondent as credible fact, just so that whatever the papers print can come with extra credibility. I mean, anyone can be a Royal expert. The whole point of it is to try and lend
the squad of Royal expert. Okay, we've become a Royal expert. Believe me, anyone can become.
Legitimacy to media articles, and they get paid for it. And that sort of press pack of Royal correspondence is essentially just an extended PR arm of the Royal family. So it's been an agreement that's been there for over 30 years. If you're part of the Royal Rota, you have priority over the story over everybody else. All royal news goes through the filter of all the newspapers within the Royal Rota, most of which, apart from the Telegraph, it happens to be tabloids. It's the same as Royal Correspondent.
Yeah, which happens to be tabloid. He exposed them right there. There was something he said, maybe somewhere here. Let me see if I...
Essentially just an extended PR arm of the Royal family.
Okay, extended PR of the Royal family. That also corresponds with what that lady said. One of those, when she said, when she was working at the newsroom, it was the, let me put the clip.
And remember, the purpose of the PR office at the Royal family is to keep the royals in the press all the time.
You have priority over the story over everybody else. All royal news goes through the filter of all the newspapers within the Royal Rota, most of which, apart from the Telegraph, it happens to be tabloids.
So you have to remember, when I work in newsrooms, it's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace.
Royal correspondence is essentially just an extended PR arm of the Royal family.
And if it comes from Kensington Palace, why are they briefing against their own...
Royal correspondence is essentially just an extended PR arm of the Royal family.
Okay, that's a very... The idea...
Why are there never any...
Well, I think that's fascinating.
...about Prince William?
Were William and Kate involved in briefing against them originally? I don't know.
Alright, so this reminds me of exactly what Harry's saying here. Alright?
Arm of the Royal family. So it's been an agreement that's been there for...
Right here, let's put it here.
Of the Royal family. So it's been an agreement...
Right
Press
here.
pack of Royal correspondence is essentially just an extended PR arm of the Royal family. So it's been an agreement that's been...
So I'll put that clip. Okay, like how hard it is for people to do, it's not rocket science. The guy is the new royal rat for BBC. The other guy retired. He is looking for engagement by spreading misinformation. We didn't see any article for BBC on Harry's birthday regarding tampon calling him. Yeah, I saw something going around that they're gonna... Is it Charles or something like that is going to call Harry and all of that. I mean, the thing didn't happen unless if you're a freaking mind reader to know this or something. And some squad keep on talking about it and between. I just skip. Alright, you know it's BS. How would you know that someone is going to do something unless if it's already happened? If people pay attention to how language is used in news stories, you can literally see the gaslighting and manipulation. Okay, so let's read these and then that's it. Okay, done. Pointing up here. What a system. I have to resist giving him a standing ovation every time I hear him speak. Okay, every time people accuse Harry and Meghan of attacking the royal family, I know it's about things like this, about Harry exposing their tabloid PR machine. They use that invisible contract relentlessly against his mom, then him, then his wife, now his children. Harry's not playing anymore. I black any and all of the negative people without hesitation. Okay, I don't engage like I did years ago. Okay, the voter seems like Chuck creation. He has destroyed the monarchy, hoping for good press coverage for himself and the side piece, allegedly. He sold his family out, allegedly. Now it's a tail wagging the dog. Yeah, so that's it. They train him since he was young to believe that to get the attention, the adoration, the spotlight that he was so against Princess Diana for. He thought that the paper would be talking about it. I mean, Harry put one and one together. You don't control if you have, I mean, it's the person with the pen and paper now behind the computer who type those stories. They're the one who control what they put out there. So if Charles was doing anything good or positive, maybe it would be highlighted. Even if the royal rats were not highlighting it, people who's interested into that, respected, I don't know, journalists. If Charles was doing something tangible, really good, even if the tabloid was not covering it, people who's interested in these kind of things will talk about it. But he's not doing anything tangible. They just see him as a joke, so they left him with his royal rats only. So now the royal rats who's manipulating him, leaving him hanging, they want stories. And who's creating stories? Tangible stories. Harry and Meghan still. Harry and Meghan literally left the UK and say, you want spotlight? Take the UK spotlight, but I'm out. Okay? But yet they're still upset. I mean, if he cannot wrap his head around the fact that it's the people who's typing the thing, who's talking about it, who decide what goes on the paper, if he can understand this, that's his own doing. I guess until he's dead, that's when he's gonna be getting the spotlight. All right, have you exposed them? That money is hard to get, that's for sure. Did I read this? The voters seem to like Chuck's creation. He has destroyed the monarchy, hoping for good press coverage for himself and his side piece, allegedly. He sold his family out, allegedly. Now is the tail wagging the dog. So I did read it already. Let's go to the next tweet. I think there's more comment though. Alright, so there's this here. Can someone do a link of this Will and Kate arriving at the Royal Hall on 13/11/23 with the silent crowd, with Harry and Meghan arriving at the Royal Hall with people cheering in 2020. I did this. Okay, when I saw it, I quickly put it together. It was a quick put together. And I created as a short. And I think that's what's playing right now. That's what live right here. That's this one. Okay, so that's that. I did this. The Prince and Princess of Wales arrived for the Festival of Remembrance. 35 seconds. For the sake of this video, let's watch it. Just go watch my video. It's pretty much empty. I'm just gonna fast forward it because YouTube is gonna black it anyway. Alright, so nobody's there. Alright, so there's Kate and William arriving. Nobody's there. They put all those barricades. Nobody's there. There they are here. Okay, so there, only police. They keep the police for them. Okay, fully empty. Alright, so there's this here. Not just cheering, they had their phones out to take pictures. I saw the live clip today. It is so embarrassing. There was just silence. The cameramen were less than 10 people. Alright, so there's me putting my clip here. 4 people saw it and 1 retweet. Okay, that's an ad. Alright, let's pause this. Okay, I have this one. As the Invictus game kick off for today, that was September 9. Kick off today, I'm reminded of the beautiful send-off the military community gave to Harry and Meghan just after they had announced to the world that they were stepping back as senior royals. Alright, so there's that here. 1 minute and 4 seconds. There's a possibility, I don't know what YouTube gonna do with this. Screenshot, but listen.
And we are honored this evening to have with us the Captain General.
Okay, so there is a music. A lot of work for me. It's buffering, so forget that. This picture, does anybody have a picture where they stood and had a hand conversation? That still blows me away. Okay, it's the folks with the cameras recording. Behind that says it all. All right, and he's looking at the curb to make sure she doesn't trip up in her long dress. Unlike some other royals, there's that pure class. Okay, they'll tell you there were no crowds cause of protest. There's a laugh, gosh, that dress. Okay, where are the royals and the rangers to welcome them? Karma. All right. When I was looking for the clips, I went to the royal family website and I was reading some of the comments. And that was a couple years ago, what, 2 or 3 years ago? They were making fun of Harry and Meghan. Okay, so that's like pure karma right there. The things that they were saying could easily place for William and Kate. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I skipped some stuff. Next tweet. I'm already 36 minutes. This thing's taking too long. Okay, so this one is a small thread. I bookmarked this. Let me read it, but it started up here. While I'm here, I'll read the response under it. Okay, and there are countless other examples, both modern and historical. The British could have just stolen. They are good at that. In order to make half in, half out work. Instead, they attacked. And they had lost something incredible, valuable, both personal and professionally. Okay, so that's the response to this. Do you think it's all due to William and his sibling rivalry? I mean, Charles had spare siblings, and I don't remember them being treated this badly by their own family. And my humble opinion is a combination of all things. All right, the to be in a marriage sort of probably instigate more in some shape or form. Let me read this. Is there a comment? Okay, it's due to Queen Elizabeth, whatever parent she might have been behind closed doors, but wow, look at that woman. She protected her son from pedo court case, paid millions to victim he never met. Charles couldn't protect his son, whose crime was nothing except being popular than heir. That's true. That's true. Like I was saying in this video here, where the Queen, there's so many things that could have been done. But in this aspect with Charles, is that Harry and Meghan were Charles' responsibility. But at the same time, she could at least give good advice. But I don't know. I really don't know with that bunch. So let's start from the beginning. This is a thread Henry VIII created, and I bookmark only that one. Okay, but it started here. Let's go into it. There is drama in every royal family. Hell, every family. It's telling that other royal houses are still able to pull together for big events while the British king has to release solo birthday portrait. Alright, so this is where it started here. Including in almost every one of those other royal houses are adult children of the monarch who wait for it, work part-time. The idea that Harry and his wife should have stuck around to be the collective whipping boy for the rest of their lives is insanity. When it comes with the half in and half out, I mean, it's not just me. I think the squad are very happy for them rejecting that proposal. But the other aspect of that as well, if they had accepted it, okay, to work half in and half out, I think whatever Harry and Meghan have done outside of the institution for themselves, you know what would have happened? They will not only take credit of it, they will assume that because of the royal titles and all of that, you know, this is all part of the package of getting credit of it.
Harry and Meghan are incredibly marketable. I'd call them the new young Obamas. They're going to make an ungodly amount of money, and you know what? They literally could become billionaires over the next 20 years. If either of them came on Shark Tank, I wouldn't even wait for them to pitch. I'd be like, I'm in, whatever you want, yes, because they are so marketable. It would be so easy to develop products and projects for them, with them, and around them. It'd be, yes, yes. Can you hook it up?
And then they will want a piece of that pie. Okay, so they will give the excuse that it's because they have the title of royal, that's why they're getting those deals and all of that, and then because of that they're gonna want a piece of whatever income that Harry and Meghan are using. So in that case, I said thank you for not accepting anything. So now Harry and Meghan are doing everything for themselves, by themselves, and they get all of whatever, you know, good publicity, you know. Technically they've been doing pretty good on their own. They'll get all of the credit themselves. All right, so I think that was the best decision the institution made for Harry and Meghan. They were trying to help, but they rejected their help. So That's what happened. Okay, and there are countless other examples, both modern and historical, the British could have just stolen. They are good at that, so that's the part that I bookmark, in order to make half in and half out work. Instead, they attack, and they have lost something incredibly valuable, both personally and professionally. Alright, he didn't even let his darling wife be in the picture. Oh, so is that picture? Very interesting. He was just sitting there by himself. I saw the picture, but I'm not gonna share. Okay, I don't think he considered her as a darling, as most people seem to. Let's see here, not to be laughed. It is sad as hell when a family can be in a photo together. That means they allow envy and hate to come on and destroy their family. I mean, remember, he always wants the spotlight, so this is his time to get the spotlight to himself. To him, I don't know, he think that's good. The Danishes are really trying. Okay, the Danishes are really trying. What happened to his darling daughter-in-law? Who? Okay, I'm lost here. So let's go to the next tweet. But these people are weird. It's very hard to understand weirdness. Alright, next tweet. If Princess Diana was there, a lot of things could have been done so differently. Okay, Prince Harry's book Spare is of course on the list. Love to see it. Prince Harry Spare. Alright, so there's a retweet of that. That's the same kind of smile here the Harry put. Okay, so there's that here regarding Spare. It's that time of year. Here is Time official list of the 100 must-read books of 2023, featuring something for every reader, from Prince Harry Spare to James McBride's The Heaven and Earth grocery stores to Jasmine Ward, Let Us Descend. Okay, so let's go into that. Alright, so there's that here. Of course, it is a very good book. That's the response to the retweet. So let's go to the time. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see a lot of haters. Okay, none of the above. That's fine. Prince Harry Spare is definitely a must read. Oh, nice. So that's that. This is very interesting. Have you read anything on the list? Okay, so that's just that. There's Spare here. They put it right front and center. Let's go to the next tweet. Elliot Page. Is it that actress who changed things? Alright, so there's another retweet making reference to that. Look at Harry, he made the list. Congratulations. I mean, he broke Guinness Book World Record, so he should be on that list. Okay, it's that time of the year. I read this already. Okay, so there's a retweet. But of course, Spare, good King Harry. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. And I think the next tweet is making reference to it as well. It's just Squad who were talking about it. You get to see different perspective. Oh, there's that here. Never before has a celebrity memoir pulled off comparison between its subject and another dithering prince. Hamlet, even the story of Harry's icy appendage segue into a moment of reflection on how the press scrutinized every intimate detail of his life since he was a child. Okay, so this is a retweet from Time magazine. Let's see here. Spare. The titillating details threatening to overshadow the lyrical prose in Prince Harry's buzzy memoir, which made countless headlines when it was published in January. But Spare is the rare tell-all that find balance. Sure, the book features an insider's perspective on wedding-related squabbles between Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton, a moment when Prince William physically attacks Harry, and an anecdote about Harry's frostbitten penis. But the talented ghostwriter J.R. Moenger, who has pulled off this trick before in Andre Agassi's memoir Open and Phil Knight's Sherdog, finds literary heft in Harry's life in a gilded cage. Never before has a celebrity memoir pulled off comparisons between its subjects and another dithering prince. Hamlet, even the story of Harry's icy appendage segues into a moment of reflection on how the press scrutinized every intimate detail of his life since he was a child, including whether he had been circumcised. Come for the drama, stay for the writing. Was it Elia Doctorman? Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Not just a child, but a grieving child left to his own devices. no touching, no hugs, and no kissing, no holding hands with a mother that overcompensated him before her mother-in-law and husband didn't pay attention to the spare. He was devoid of love. Very interesting. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Next tweet. Okay, let's pause. All right. Find yourself someone who will talk about you the way Harry talks about Meghan. There's a loving eye. That quote, there were no distractions and it was an amazing thing. We spent an enormous amount of time together and we went from 0 to 60 in the first 2 months. End quote. Though left me chuckle. So that's the squad who picked one small part with the, what's his name again? The interview that he did. Again, screenshot. Probably just this you're gonna see, but listen to Harry talking to Gordon. Is it Gordon? All right, go on CBS YouTube channel. It's there. All right, so just listen, but only screenshots.
Where we went, it was just the fact, the way that we hit it off with each other, and we were just so comfortable in each other's company. Dating with me or with any member of the royal family, I guess, is kind of flipped upside down. All the dates become dinners or watching the TV or chatting at home. And then eventually, once you become a couple, then you venture out to dinners, to the cinema and everything else. So everything was done back to front with us. So actually, we got to spend an enormous amount of time, just the two of us, rather than...
And this is where they got to know each other very well. There was no interference, no outsiders getting involved, telling each other, you know, outside interference, telling each one of them certain lies about the other. Okay, so they got to know each other personally. This is the thing that I be saying sometime in some of my videos. All right, so let me rewind it slightly back.
Got to spend an enormous amount of time, just the two of us, rather than going to friends' houses or out for dinner where there were other distractions. There were no distractions, and that was great. It was an amazing thing. We went from 0 to 60, like in the first 2 months. Where we went, it was just the fact.
Okay, so it's playing over again. So that's the squad who's taking the part here, talking about it. Okay, well, when he said, quote, we spent an enormous amount of time together and there were no distraction. That was the quote here. Reminded me of when he wrote in his memoir, quote, I want to say we hung a do not disturb sign on the door, but I don't think there was time. And in the morning, we needed sustenance. That is the picture that she puts here. So okay, this I'm gonna pause too. Okay, I still remember how this clip left so many people. I'm gonna go into this because I think I responded to that. Okay, I still remember how this clip left so many people thirsting over Meghan's husband. So there's that here. Go on the CBS to watch this, okay, because I'm gonna get flagged for it. So let me see some of the comment under this. Okay, I'm sure that Harry was longingly waiting for Meghan, and the sort of Meghan didn't come until 4 days later. Going to bed alone in the evening for 4 days without Meghan was hell. On the 5th day, it was again do not disturb. The squad going back. I mean, like my guy couldn't help himself the next day. He was all over her. So that's me here responding to the original here. This part here. Alright, so there's, where was my comment? There's here. He had to get a piece of that American pie before she was off to another 2 or 3 weeks. Alright, that's when they were dating. Okay, so she responded back. And you know, my big sis was a dick master. That's the word, I don't want to even say it. So strong that she didn't mind crossing the Atlantic back and forth just to be with him. Alright, so there's more response under that. His world never rocked like that before. There's that here, you know it. She responded back. And he doesn't hide it. You know, when he said, quote, I love her with all my heart, as I'd never loved anyone before, it was over for the other girls. Surely even his previous girlfriends know he loves her more than he ever loved anyone. His actions were loud and clear from the start. That's true, because Harry is a very good thinker. She's right about this. Is a very good thinker. He doesn't do things without there's something meaning behind it. So yeah, I agree with that. There's this here. The squad responding with emoji. Okay, I still laugh mouth wide open when I hear him say the word sustenance in that way. Okay, LOL. He wanted the whole world to know he had a great time with her. He started by saying they were always in contact, but the FaceTime and calls weren't enough. They desperately wanted to see each other. This is the part when I was reading the spare. Well, I listened to the audio. I have the book and the audio. I don't even know where I put the audio. But I was saying beforehand how, you know, he's going to IGs, looking at her pictures and all of that. When I saw it in the book and I was like, what? This is how they met? I was shocked at myself, thinking of the nonsense that I was saying before. So I was pretty much right. Next tweet. Only people who's been watching my previous videos from Pure YTE will know. Alright, so now we are into these pictures. New Megan sighting yesterday in sunny California. She looked very happy and unbothered, far away from the fading royal welfare family. Meanwhile, Kate is miserable. That's her doing. She is here having a good time. Alright. Okay. Of all things, they're thinking of her bald spot. There's no bald spot here. She just pulled her hair over. She literally, she is in the motion of moving her hair over. But whatever. Nah, there's this. Respect and empathy to the fallen. Glad you said that. Here is Kate a few years ago. Where is the empathy and respect? LOL. I mean, Meghan and Harry, they do. Their action speaks louder than words. Okay? They did what they need to do. Who knows what they did privately? And we know during was it Friday or over the weekend, they helped open the facility. Go on my charity channel. I spoke about it and I did videos, several videos about it. Maybe 2, not a lot. Alright, so they did what they need to do, and then they are living. They are the living. They show their respect for the dead, and then they move on. Life goes on. Oh my goodness. I think these pics were taken before the weekend because Remembrance is over and she's wearing a poppy. The tab set on these pics to release on Chuck's birthday. So that's probably true on Chuck's birthday. So shows she's overshadowing him. The same old same tab storyline are beyond boring now. They don't stick and don't carry much weight. She's at a Remembrance Day event. Okay, I'm not sure who they're making reference to. But anyway, so there's some more comment. Let's move on. And I think it's the same picture making reference to. Alright, so there's a different angles. Happy, healthy, and thriving. So let's look at this image. I don't think I post this on my community board. Alright, there she is, just enjoying her life. Okay. There she is here. Hugging each other. There they are here just having fun. Okay, gorgeous girl, probably from a few days ago, but those nasty rags keep these for days like this. We know why. Oh, to overshadow. This is what I was saying in this video. You can't control what people put on the tabloid. Just to overshadow him. Okay, another one again. Love seeing Meghan out and about with her girls. Okay, spelling. Is this the lady who went with her to the Katy Perry concert? No, that was Misha. So the wicked tabloid strike again. They posted her picture so that the haters could say she overshadowed Chuck's birthday. Good to see out though. Freedom looks good on her. So there's that. Okay, she looks so happy and relaxed, living her best life. She's happy and I love it. I like the bag. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. I don't know if it's the same thing. No, I think I said see something about ring. I have one more. Okay, I hope Meghan's aquamarine ring is having a wonderful day, basking in the glorious freedom its previous owner was tragically denied. This sentence makes so many references. I'm telling you, some people are good in writing. It makes so many references, giving a nod to Princess Diana and then Meghan to have a wonderful time and everything. Oh my God, this quite or something. Princess Meghan, there's the ring here. And then the thing is that she's saying she's hoping the ring and Meghan is having a wonderful time. Alright, so there's the picture again. She is so happy. Alright, so this is my last tweet for this video. Let's see here. Okay. I think a portrait of Meghan Markle with her story should hang in the Smithsonian Museum, NMAAHC. I believe that's National Museum of African American History and Culture. I think that's what it stands for. When I'm editing, I'll look for it. I think that's what it stands for. Because what those British royal family, toxic British media, et al. Didn't do to destroy her for being black and American. Alright, let's see here. Won't you celebrate with me what I have shaped into a kind of life? I had no models, born in Babylon, both non-white and women. What did I see to be except myself? I made it up here in this bridge between starshine and clay. My one hand holding tight, my other hand, come celebrate with me that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed. Okay, Lucille Clifton. Okay, so that's a poem. I know I read it wrong, but some people will read it better than I do. Alright, so there's that. Here's Smithsonian. Okay. Journey through the lens of the African American experience. So he's saying Meghan's story should be hung in this museum. That's true when you think about it. Yeah. Okay, so that is it. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for... There was something I said while I was recording. I forgot what it was, but it should have been part of the prayer. Prayer for future generation. Yeah, because the way that I see we are moving forward here. Let me write it before I forget. For future generations, because many people are lack of basic understanding or common sense, to say the least. Okay, Lord, we come to you as parent and intercessors for this next generation. We ask that you will give them a heart to desire you and only you, that their hearts will be open to your spirit and closed to the lies of the enemy. That's not bad. I like that one. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching.